Hello guys, welcome again to other live stream. As usual, Monday. So let's start. Today we are going to talk about Bitcoin now, and we are very bullish right now. So 100k next week. So very good, right? So well, okay. Now yesterday I shared my technical analysis for weekly chart. And also right now we can see almost the same setup here. Well, I was in the short position at 41,700. The next one, $42,500. And yesterday in the drop we saw here in 1 hour chart here, as you can see here, I was in short position here. And also I was around short position around here after with my two shorts combined here. My average position was around $42,200 around there, and I got stopped. So that means this is, how can I say this, like when risk management is the most important thing for trading. Okay, so you see here, for example, here I enter here in short again, and I was in profit actually. So in that moment I just move my stop here. So just in case Bitcoin is gonna do something like right now is doing, I will get just a stop and I will not lose anything. So this is the biggest thing, like the most important thing when you are trading. Risk management is the most. Now let's talk about 1 day time frame. 1 day time frame right now, I know it's very hard to believe. I know the sentiment is very bullish, and now people are calling for I don't know, targets like maybe 60. I was watching some videos on TikTok and they said $60,000, this is the bull market, blah 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 blah. I mean, maybe they are right. Yes, totally fine. Yes. But in my case, I follow a system. So my system is telling me Bitcoin is testing now the MA55 here. So Bitcoin is testing right now the highest point of this downtrend. So in my system, I use the MA55 as a key moving average to, how can I say this? Like, this is moving average. I'm using this moving average to determine the uptrend or downtrend. As you can see here, last time when Bitcoin tested this moving average was in December 2028 here, and from there we saw this massive dump. So right now it's testing again here this area, and I am expecting a pullback. Actually, yes, I am speculating always like this. Always I'm gonna speculate like this. Why? Because the trend is my friend. So you are bullish on Bitcoin and you say, no, this guy is crazy. Okay, maybe yes, you are right. But using my system is like this. If I want to see a reversal for Bitcoin right now, is Bitcoin must break the MA55, maybe around $47,000. I mean, from this point on this point, and after that in the pullback here between the MA55 and MA21 around here, hold for maybe 1 week or something like that, and after that you will see other leg up. So this is the bullish scenario I am looking for Bitcoin. But I need to see the price or Bitcoin doing this before, and after that we will see something. If we see something like this, well, we will see a trend reversal in 1 day chart. So from here I'm going to stop looking for short positions. I'm going to start looking for long positions. Of course, maximum $47,000, maximum 52 around there, and that's it. Now, if you want to see this example, well, we have some examples here. Bitcoin in last year was from this level and went all the way up to 50,000. Almost testing the MA55, not exact, of course. Another got rejection, as you can see here, and MA21 was acting as resistance for almost 1 month. And from there we see this bounce, but pay attention of this bounce. Broke the MA55, and not just there, very strong move, and the move was around 20% move, you see. So this is the area after the pullback. As you can see here in this pullback, the MA55 tested here, and here the biggest area of resistance what now is acting as support. As you can see here, this is trend reversal, and from here you can speculate maybe 1 month or 2 months of uptrend in one day chart. As you can see here, this is the scenario. If you are bullish on Bitcoin, you want to see something like this. Now, the biggest difference of this price action right now here and the current price action right now is here in this area, in this moment, Bitcoin was in weekly chart very bullish and monthly was bullish. But in this moment, Bitcoin is not bullish or very bullish on weekly chart, and monthly is not bullish. So that's why I am not, how can I say this? I need to see the price doing something like this before or calling a reversal in one day chart. So for now, as long Bitcoin is not breaking this level, let me explain here. Yeah, this level, as you can see here, is between $43,000, 300, 400, around there, 42,500 around this area. As long Bitcoin is closing candles below there, this is gonna be my speculation always, like Bitcoin is gonna test this area, and from there we will see a pullback. Now, the question is this a bull trap? Potentially yes. Potentially yes. As I said, following my system, yes. Last time, people, when Bitcoin was here in $51,000, $52,000, I was taking short positions here. Many people they were calling out again $60,000. Yeah. So from here they were calling this price, and now they are calling what again $60,000, 100K. It's always the same. Yeah. So I know it's very hard because when you see the media, they are bullish and they are. You can see very good news. Many TikTokers, many YouTubers, they are saying to the moon right now. It's very hard when we want to control our emotions, right? So that's why trading is about discipline. So you must follow your rules, doesn't matter what. That's why I have my rules, and of course I am human, right? I have emotions, but always I am trying to do my best to follow my rules. And my rules is I will never change the trend just because I see this bounce here, because this is a bounce. This is a bounce in one day chart. Now, the bottom, let me finish my technical analysis for Bitcoin, and after that I'm gonna answer some questions, okay? So the question is here, if I'm gonna buy here, of course, no, never. No, never. I will never buy here, never buy here. This is the time for selling, actually. If you bought around $34,000, 35, if you are in alts right now, is bouncing, many of them, they are testing the ME55. This is just a bounce in one day chart. Today, as I said before, Bitcoin must break this level and come back here, and in the bounce here, in this area, Bitcoin must prove to us like this is a reversal. So now we don't see this, right? So the only way to make money in the chart, in the market, okay, is to the right side, okay? So that is my job as a trader. So as long I don't see this, I cannot be bullish on Bitcoin in the long term. This bounce you saw here, well, you will see maybe, I don't know, the news, right? The Super Bowl or something like that. I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is, like, I don't follow news. I don't follow media. For me, just noise. So just I am following my rules. Now, what I'm going to do here is simple. I am looking for shorts. I am looking for shorts. I am not looking for buys right now because, as I said before, that's why I created this indicator. When you see red, downtrend. When you see green, uptrend, right? So very simple. Green, just you are looking for longs. Red, you are looking for shorts. Simple, very simple, right? That's why even I created this indicator with colors, right? So here, do you think shorting is a good idea here? Of course not, because everything is green, is an uptrend, right? So here, just you are looking for longs. And here is when you have your trend reversal. As you can see here, Bitcoin broke here, the ME55 very hard here, yeah, and here was your trend reversal, the same rule is for the 1-day chart. I mean, in uptrend and downtrend, it's the same rule always. So now let's talk about the weekly chart. It's very interesting because now people are getting very bullish, but Bitcoin is testing the major resistance right now. I don't know, human emotions, right? Yeah, this area is the MA55 in weekly chart. Yeah, so this is the area, like, I mean, this is the biggest resistance right now. This is the biggest resistance right now for Bitcoin in weekly basis in the MA55, and the top of this resistance is at $47,000. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin even can just pump all the way up to $47,000, but if it's not closing above there in weekly basis, we will see a rejection. If you don't know what I'm trying to say, it's very simple. You can study the past and look at this. Bitcoin went all the way up above the MA55 for 1 week, and after that got rejected. You see, that's why risk management and always follow your rules. You follow your rules, well, you will make it. So stop chasing the market, okay? Because I can see people right now, they are getting excited, they are getting very emotional again. It's normal in the markets. It's very normal. I saw it many times. So be careful with this, okay? Now, what I'm going to do right now, I am looking for shorts, as I said before, just following my technical, simple. If I am gonna short right now here because it's testing the MA55, of course not. I will wait for the 4-hour chart, and when I see finally the sell signal here confirm, I mean, in a squeeze it's very clear we have a sell signal, but the problem with this is the ADX is still positive. So in the moment when the ADX is getting negative here, well, you will see this pullback I'm talking about. Yeah, so this pullback is the pullback I am looking for. Now, the most concerning thing for Bitcoin right now is this one. As you can see here, a squeeze momentum indicator is actually very bullish, is doing something very good. Yeah. The problem is you want to see something like this breaking the MA55 above. I mean, with this price action here, Bitcoin must be right now around $47,000, maybe testing this area. The problem is, as long Bitcoin is below the MA55, and the time is very important. If you see this week, a couple days maybe, if you see the slope is getting negative here, let me clean this. Here, getting negative here, the slope, and Bitcoin is below the MA55, careful, very careful. Why? Because you will see a major sell signal in 1-day time frame. So what does that mean? It's very simple. Let's study the past. Every time when Bitcoin is doing something like that, for example, last time was here. As you can see here, let me see here. Yeah, last time was here. People are super bullish. Yeah, Bitcoin to 100K. Yeah, and after that, after 3 or 4 days, what happened? When this sell signal, and the same thing here. Now, the good thing about this, because of course there is something very bullish right now, is finally we can see accumulation. So the next pullback of Bitcoin maybe could be here, or maybe even $47,000, whatever. But I want to see the OBB always increasing the volume. You don't know what I'm talking about? It's very simple. Look at this. In last year, in June, July last year, Bitcoin was dumping here, 20% from this point and this point, but OBB was super healthy, and OBB was telling us, Bitcoin, this is accumulation. People or market makers, they start accumulating Bitcoin here, and after that we saw a major rally. So that is the point. If you see two scenarios, Bitcoin is breaking MA55, perfect, to the moon, okay, or is getting rejected. But if Bitcoin is showing this accumulation like this, well, the next pullback I can say right now is a buy. It's a buy. Why? Because, well, this is gonna be the accumulation phase I was looking for since last year. This is the first accumulation phase I can see in 1-day chart since, well, I think last time was in October, November. Yes, October, November, before the dump. from $66,000 to $34,000. Okay, so this is the technical for Bitcoin. And now let's talk about something else. How to manage the risk, because now in my private channel they are asking me how to manage the risk as well. First of all, my way of how I manage risk, well, simple is, well, the volume profile here, as you can see here, yeah, is showing you the biggest amount of transactions in this area. So that means people were very interested in, are very interested in the past, around $42,000, and now at $35,000, and the other point is about $49,000 this area, between $47,000 to 49. Remember, we are talking about areas, not lines, not just a specific price. So for example, in this case, yeah, the risk management for this trade is super simple. If I am saying Bitcoin, I am expecting a pullback here, well, let's think I have so after that, if I see this and I know the accumulation period, the maximum is around 43,500. So if I get a sell signal, because my system is telling me that, one way is doing something like this. Well, let me show you here. Here, my short position, for example, around $43,000, and my stop is gonna be above the area of supply, and around $44,000. Yeah, around here. You see? So this is there. My stop loss should be above there. Why? Because if Bitcoin breaks this area, there is nothing, according to the volume, to stop Bitcoin to go to the next level, around $47,000. So that is the way, or my way, how I manage my risk. But for example, right now, let's think about opposite side. Okay, you are very bullish because you think in the Super Bowl is a massive event, and you are thinking, I don't know, Elon Musk or whatever, right? Or what is the name of this famous YouTuber? TechLead is saying he's buying Bitcoin or whatever. Well, let's think about, from technical perspective, your risk management in this level. Okay, you want to enter now because you heard something very bullish right now, and you buy here. Okay, so according to this, your stop loss, in order to don't get wrecked, okay, you enter here, and the area, or you will manage your risk, is below the previous area of demand. So your stop loss should be around $35,000. Okay, very good risk management, right? So you want to make around, maybe the next area is $47,000, you're looking for 12%, but you are willing to lose around 15%. Very good risk management, right? So that is the problem with risk management. You must understand how the volume profile is working. I mean, well, in my way of trading, how this is working. Okay, so there are some rules in the stock markets, like you can use your stop loss 1%, 2% rule, whatever. For example, you do this. Believe me, I did it many times because I was following traditional technical analysis for a couple years. I got stopped many times, and very funny because the price dropped, took my stop, I got liquidated, and after that the price keep bouncing. Yeah, so the problem was not my trade, maybe the problem was my stop. That is the problem. So that's why I developed this way of trading, or how to manage my risk based on the area of transactions. So this is the way how I'm trading. Okay, so now as I said before, now let's talk about something else. The weekly chart, the close is very important, and sad for bulls, but well, or according to my system, we are even very far away to have a buy signal in weekly chart. And this is not great, because you see this bounce, but you don't see a squeeze following this bounce. So for me, this could be just the ABC correction I am looking for Bitcoin. Remember, So I am not saying from here Bitcoin is gonna crash to maybe breaking $30,000. Of course, I don't think so, because I see the accumulation in 1 day chart, right? But in general, I'm talking about months, because there are some people, they are thinking this is gonna happen tomorrow. Is I am playing this ABC correction. So this is thinking this was the top. This is the A, and this is the B, and this is the C. Yeah, this is like something I am looking for right now. Now, this B wave could be maybe just a bounce here, a pullback here, and big bounce here, and after that you will see a major dump. The reason for this is because the monthly is clear. As I said before, I know there are new people here always, so that's why I'm trying to explain. In monthly chart, this is not good. Bitcoin has a better divergence in monthly chart. If you don't know what is the bear divergences, actually maybe you can search a little bit. But this is the first time in the history we can see, at least with my system, and also some indicators like RSI, MACD. This is very bad. This is the first time in the history of Bitcoin we have this setup. So the minimum target I am looking for this setup is the ME55 in monthly. Around 20 now is around $23,000, but as I said, this monthly chart, monthly. I mean that means it will take all this year, not tomorrow, not in 1 week, all this year. Of course, was very obvious. Bitcoin testing the ME21 in monthly, always you will see a bounce. But in general, after you do your back testing, you will see maybe one bounce or two, 1 month bouncing from ME21. But in general, it's very bad. After 2-3 months, you will see the breakdown. 2-3 months breakdown. You see? So that's why, according to my back testing, ME21 in monthly is not super strong, but ME55 actually is super good for monthly basis. So that's why I said before, when I talk about monthly or weekly chart, please think about timing. Timing is very important. It will take weeks, months, it depends on the time frame. Now let's talk about the short-term time frame, 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Okay, we know now Bitcoin is testing the ME55 in 1 day chart. Let me split my screen. Okay. Okay. Here is 4-hour chart, and here is 1 day chart Bitcoin. Okay. In 1 day chart, the first thing is, okay, the trend is my friend. Okay, the trend is to the downside, right? Okay. I explained before how I can call this a reversal. Perfect. Okay. Today, right now, Bitcoin is testing the ME55. Okay, so in 4-hour chart, I can see here there are some better divergence forming. So there is a very high probability, like in the next 24 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, if I see a rejection from this area, and the ADX is the slope is getting negative, you will see a major correction. And the major correction right now is going to be around $38,000, $39,000. It happened. So that's why timing is very important, right? So Bitcoin must break right now, actually no more than 2 days, this level, and a very strong pump to $47,000, and from there we start thinking this is a reversal in 1 day chart. Okay, so my next trade is I'm gonna wait just for my setup in 4-hour chart, and I'm gonna start looking for longs as long Bitcoin is below the ME55, $43,000, 43,500. So this is my technicals, and now I'm gonna continue with the questions in the chat. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let me explain about the bull run. Let me explain here. Okay, let's talk about the weekly chart. Okay. Okay. One of the biggest, or my way of trading, of course, as I said, I respect other ways of trading. I really believe, based on my experience, in volume. Okay, volume is something like for many traders is not important. They prefer to see triangles, rectangles, or this kind of things, right? So in my case, I don't follow that kind of things. You will never see me using triangles, rectangles, and patterns. Why? Because I don't believe it. Actually, I posted some videos about traditional technical analysis. I don't follow traditional technical analysis because actually there are many fake outs, and also market makers, they know that. So that's why I don't use it. Now, Let me explain. OBB is telling you every time when you see the bull runs, and for Bitcoin, you will see this in weekly chart. This. Pay attention to the timing, okay? I am not saying this my indicator is perfect, of course not. You can use a traditional OBB and you will see that by yourself. Well, let me show you. When weekly chart in OBB is bullish, you will see a major bull runs for Bitcoin. So from this point, 2015, around here, to 2016, from $200 all the way up to $600 around here. The second one was from 1,400 all the way up to $17,000, $18,000 around there. And the previous one in 2019 was around here, from $4,000 all the way up to around $11,000 around there, $11,000, $12,000. And now here in 2020, from here, from $5,000 all the way up to, well, $60,000. See? So now, the reason for this is because the theory behind OBB is the volume must follow the price. So you see the volume is rising up and the price is rising up, well, you have a healthy organic uptrend, right? So when you see this kind of moves here, you will see your parabolic moves for Bitcoin here. Now, of course, this move to the upside here, I said in September last year, so according to the theory, this could be a massive bull trap in weekly chart. Why? Because from April 2021, as you can see with this dump, Bitcoin was bouncing, yes, but there is no volume to support this bounce, this uptrend. So that's why the probabilities to see a major correction, they were very, very high. And also we saw a bear divergences here in a squeeze. So massive bear divergences, of course, here from this point and this point. What is going to happen? Well, correction. So that's why I entered. I was shorting Bitcoin at this point at $66,000, 600. I was shorting there, and as you can see right now, Bitcoin is dropping. Now, the question is, when we are going to have the bull run, the next bull run? So the next bull run, well, according to OBB, not this year. Not this year, because this OBB, the timing for OBB is very, very, very different. The timing is very, very different. So Bitcoin, the last time, 2017, 2018, the market in 2018, from the next bull run was 1 year, as you can see here, January, February, you see 1 year. So here we saw this in April. Maybe potentially we will see a major bounce maybe in April this year. Potentially, yes, it's 1 year. April. And actually, if that is correct, I am not expecting new highs. I am expecting maybe a major bounce. But that means Bitcoin, technically speaking, right now is not ready for a macro bull run again. Not soon, according to my system, of course, on OBB. And now, the most interesting thing here is the monthly. If you see the monthly for OBB, maybe you cannot see this price action, but we can use a traditional, because actually some people, they were asking, hey, I cannot see enough data with OBB in monthly. Well, it's because I customized this indicator I wanted to see the zero line here, and volume is positive, bullish. Zero line here, negative, the volume is bearish. So I customized this indicator, but anytime you can use the normal OBB. Let me show you something with the OBB on volumes balance here, and I'm gonna change the scale here. This is the normal OBB, and now as you can see here, for first time in the history as well, we have various divergences in monthly in OBB. So we have this point and this point, and we have this point and this point. So if you use, for example, your traditional indicators like RSI, RSI here, we have the same setup here. You see, RSI, we have better divergences here. You want to use MACD, MACD, you will see exactly the same thing, better divergences here, and death cross. You like death crosses and golden crosses, you see. So, but the point is, for first time in the history, we have this kind of setup for Bitcoin. So, I will say in the long term, this is not the setup I am looking for as investor. Trader is other thing. Okay, investor. So that is the biggest difference between investors and traders. So for investing Bitcoin, I mean like buying for maybe 1 year or two, I have to wait for this setup to play out, and after that I will start thinking to invest again. And now on weekly chart, as you can see here, Bitcoin in November here, in January here, this rejection was for me potential trend reversal in weekly chart. Remember here, sorry, let me remove this one. I use the ME55 as a main moving average, as you can see here. And this rejection was the confirmation here. Of course, from here, as I said a long time ago, I am expecting a bounce because it's normal. We will see a bounce because this area is actually very important. Now it's happening. So now, if we see this pullback, and if this pullback Bitcoin breaks 30,000 area, you will see a major leg down that many traders, they will call this as capitulation. So that's why I said be careful if you are very bullish right now for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin must do a lot of work if you want to see a reversal. In weekly basis, Bitcoin must break $47,000, $50,000, come here and test maybe after 2-3 months the ME55, and from here you will see this massive uptrend again. So maybe this explanation was long, but I wanted to elaborate more because I received many questions in my private channels about how I'm trading with moving average and these kind of things, right? So okay, let's continue with the other questions. Okay, about the bottom, honestly, I don't think $30,000 is not the bottom. I think Bitcoin in some point this year is gonna break $30,000. There are too many new people in this market. Mostly all of them, they joined last year and they have no idea what they are doing right now. So market makers is the paradise for market makers because they can cash out and they will make a lot of money because of that. Now, okay. Catching the bottom is not very smart. Actually, is the reversal and the trend is where you are gonna make more money. Here, for example, in 2020, people were very bearish here. And after I saw my system, I entered around $5,000, and just I follow the trend. I follow the trend all the year here, and when I saw this distribution pattern, I start cashing out here for almost 1 year holding. Yeah, but as you can see here, you can, I mean, if you bought at $6,000 or $7,000, whatever, there is no difference when you can catch the trend reversal, because the trend reversal, that is the moment when you will see more gains. About the tutorials, yes, I'm sorry, actually last week I was expecting to launch my training programs in the official website for this channel, but I have some issues with my PC, so I'm expecting to do it this week. Yeah, and also one thing, all the members of the Discord, they will get access for free for the training programs, the basic levels, and all the Patreon supporters, they will get additional content for free as well. Okay, so let's continue. Based on your setup in the past. We will see a retrace, Kevin. We will see a retrace. I mean, in a healthy uptrend or downtrend, you will see a retrace. Let me explain. Bitcoin is not Shiba Inu. Okay, you will see this drop and bounces, drop and bounces, bounce and drop, and after that this bounce, and you are bullish here. Well, the next drop here or correction for Bitcoin is gone. It could be the next big buy opportunity, because we know OBB is healthy. As long OBB is healthy in 1-day chart, that means accumulation phase. Potentially, you will see this drop as an opportunity. The condition is very simple. Bitcoin cannot make a new low. If you see Bitcoin breaking $34,000 and it's breaking maybe 30, 20, 28, be ready, because maybe, just maybe, this not is accumulation. Just this is not, maybe not accumulation. This is just was maybe a short-term period of accumulation, but no. Now, there is a lot of work to do for bulls right now. It's gonna take time. The good thing here is I can see accumulation not just in 1-day time frame. I can see accumulation is the beginning of the accumulation in 2-day chart, and 3-day chart. But in higher time frames, no. 5-day chart, weekly chart, they don't have accumulation phase right now. So I will say this bounce, this accumulation is just a midterm, maybe 1 month or 2 maximum. Okay, so let's continue. How many days do you look? Yeah, we are gonna talk about alts. One moment. On different time frame, how many days do you look in the chart? Okay, the general rule is my rules, of course. 1-day chart is for 10 days trading. Accumulation phase for Bitcoin in 1-day chart, it will take maybe 1 month. 1 month around there, because as I said before, OBB is very different. 4-hour chart, you will see accumulation phase for one week, around 1 week, around there. As you can see here, Bitcoin in 4-hour chart is looking constructive here, yes, but for first time, Bitcoin is building a better divergence in 4-hour chart. This is very concerning, because OBB is my lead indicator. If Bitcoin is doing this high right now and is testing this area with OBB forming better divergences right now in 4-hour chart, it's just about time we will see a correction according to my way of trading, right? So as I said, I'm not saying you have to trade right now, enter in short. No. You have to wait for the signal. The signal is very simple, as I said before. ADX getting positive with the squeeze momentum here, and the best one, even if you see the OBB breaking the exponential, that is gonna be the best one, because when you see the best OBB breaking the OBB, you will see major drops. Okay, so let's talk about altcoins. Okay, I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin, as I said before. Now let's talk about altcoins. Okay, if you have any suggestions, please just let me know. Many of them, they are testing the ME55 or ME21 in 1-day chart. For example, Cardano. Let's start with Cardano. Cardano to $5 right now. Okay, Cardano, as you can see here, this is first step as a trader. Okay, is this an uptrend or downtrend? Question. Downtrend, right? Perfect. Okay, now Cardano is just dropping, testing the ME21 or 55, it depends, and bull trap here, and again testing. And now you use the volume profile here. As you can see here, now this area is the major resistance right now for Cardano, 1.25 cents. So you have 1.25 cents here, and you have the ME55 here. Well, not a good idea. You want to buy a Cardano there, right? So be careful with this, right? Be careful, because many altcoins, they are doing this. Let's talk about now Solana. Solana, one of my favorites, actually. Yeah, I entered at $100, and now here, as you can see, well, Solana is very obvious. It's gonna test maybe in a couple of days. Maybe you will see a test to ME55 around 130, around there. And there, of course, there is no buy for me. There is no volume here, so there is a very high probability, as long Bitcoin is not crashing and is in sideways for now, you will see Solana around 136.40, and from there you will see a correction as usual. Just study the charts, guys. Just watch. Bounce, crash, bounce, crash, bounce, and what? Okay, and now you see the biggest area of resistance of Solana right now is in this area, right? Where is the ME55? Where? 140, around there. So this is just a bounce because the trend is your friend. It's the same thing when you do that in the uptrend, right? Here, bounce, testing the ME55 or 21 around there, and again. It's the same thing. The same thing. It's just like waves. Okay, let's talk about other coins. Let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum, I think that we can see, for example, right now, Ethereum. Okay, super bullish, right? Very bullish. Yeah, I know. $10,000 for Ethereum. Testing the ME55, the biggest area of resistance here. Okay, we have this setup. Now what? $4,000, right? Of course not. Of course not. So that's why be careful. I mean, as I said, the same rule for all the altcoins. If you want to see your favorite altcoin because it's going to be the next Bitcoin, you must see this breaking. Ethereum must break 3,200, break maybe to almost 4,000, big bounce here. And in this pullback, after maybe 1 week or two, here is when you want to enter in a healthy uptrend. Yeah, but not now. This is the time for start cashing out. Actually, many traders, they will start cashing out here. Actually, all this area, they are cashing out here. So be careful, careful. So let's continue with Kava. In some point this year, you will see me super bullish. You will see it. And it's very funny because many of people, they will start getting super bearish. Last time, every time it happened to me. Okay, now Kava with this rejection, the rules are simple. Look at this. Kava broke the ME55 very strong, bounce, and with this rejection, look at this, I'm breaking the previous low, we got the confirmation downtrend. So now Kava is testing the ME55 here, and where is this area between 86-90, you see? So from here now, okay, what are you? The question is, people are gonna buy this? Maybe yes, of course, many gamblers will buy it, but me, of course, never. I will never buy here. I will buy after the retrace. So here, the level Kava must defend right now is 64.65. You see? So in this area, if I see Kava getting rejected here, and is holding, because we are talking about 1 day chart. 1 day chart is, sorry, I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna talk about Kava. Okay, this AVAX, and if I see AVAX, holding this for maybe 1 week or two, and I see buy signaling 1 day chart, I am speculating even other test to maybe 80, 90, and maybe more, maybe more. Okay, let's talk about Kava. Kava. Where is Kava? I cannot find. Okay, Kava. Same setup as you can see. It's the same thing as Bitcoin and as many other coins. Same thing. This asset was in this with this reaction, as you can see here, breaking the ME55 for maybe 1 week. But the problem here, Kava had this big area of resistance, as you can see, at around $6. Now, with this reaction, we got the confirmation of downtrend. Be careful with the volatility of altcoins, guys, because if you're using leverage with altcoins, you will get wrecked, because I don't know if you realize, but every time when Bitcoin is pumping maybe 5% or 10%, you will see alts 3, 4, or 5x more. I mean, If Bitcoin is pumping 5%, you will see maybe 15, 20% with alts. And plus you're using leverage, you will get wrecked if you're using futures. Be very careful with. That's why I don't use leverage with altcoins. I use a spot. So as you can see, as many other coins, this one is testing the MA55. So the question is again, is it time for buying? Of course not, right? Of course not. This is just a continuation for now. And breaking. So this coin must break the MA55 here, come here and test this area, and from there we can start talking about maybe $5 or $6. But not now. Okay, in 1 day chart. Okay, let's talk about now Luna. Luna, same setup. As you can see, do you see the pattern now, guys? Many coins, they are following the same pattern as Bitcoin. Okay, many of them. So be careful with this. Luna, ME55, where is the highest volume? Here, 67. So maybe a couple days more and you will see this area tested, and now to what? $100, right? Or 200. That is the mentality you must change, or you try to stay away a little bit of social networks and try to stay away from TikTokers and YouTubers. And as I said before, I am not expert in the market, just I'm sharing my experience with all of you because like you, many years ago, I got wrecked many times. Careful with this, okay? So here, of course, if you bought here 50, this is the area for start cashing out. Simple. Why? Because there is a very high probability you will see a correction here. And the next one, if this level breaks, I am speculating maybe 36, 35. This is just a continuation of downtrend. If you see the reaction, again, same pattern. If you see you are bullish, you say no, I am super bullish in Luna. Okay, you want to see Luna breaking this one in the bounce here and this pullback here. Okay, to the moon. Okay, but not yet. Not yet. Okay, let's talk about Atom. Same chart. Please help me, guys. If you have your charts there, help me filtering all. Ask me for charts they are doing something different. But as you can see, this is the same chart as Bitcoin, as many others. You see, this is the same chart. Testing the 55, even worse because here is the highest resistance of 36, 37. So you both here, this area, this is the time to start cashing out. Simple. Okay, now let's talk about other coins. Rose. Okay, Rose, very good for this coin. This coin is very, very constructive. Why? Because as you can see here is an uptrend, and the most important thing here is holding the major area of support based on volume. Now, what do you want to do right now? Okay, if you bought here, perfect. Okay, you want to sell here? Maybe no. Why? Because the biggest difference with other coins is like we don't have volume here. So the only thing Rose needs to do is break the MA55, bounce here, confirm this as support, and because there is no volume here, you will see a massive pump, maybe to the previous high or in ATA. According to 1 day chart, of course, I need to see the weekly chart, but this is the same rule. As you can see here, the biggest area of volume, actually, Rose is respecting this area. Many of coins you shared before, they are below the biggest area. So that is the problem with many coins. That's why I said it's a bounce. Why? Because it's below the biggest area. Now, but Rose is doing something good. Let me see the technicals right now. We have a buy signal. Buy signal. This is not following the market actually. The overall trend for many altcoins. This is just to the upside. This is to the upside. There is no volume here, so I am expecting maybe new all-time high. Sorry for saying that. Maybe at least other test to the previous high around this area, around 0.45, 0.50 is the area I will start looking for. Because remember, volume is very important. If you want to see your favorite altcoin very healthy, very strong, just careful with that. If you see, for example, in this case, from 0.05 to 0.27, the volume was in the same line, the same page with the price. That's why you saw this massive bull run here. But as you can see here, this rose is just trending to the upside, yes, but not is this one. This price action is very different to this one. You see, it's very, very slow, very, very, very slow. So okay, now let's talk about other coins. Okay, let me check USDT. USDT actually is very, very important for my technicals. Okay, this is very simple. This is an uptrend, as you can see here. MA55, MA21 in this case, testing the previous high. Always, you know my way of trading, right? Always, I will never, never, never trade the previous high. Never. I will never buy the previous high. And that is the problem with Bitcoin right now. People are buying the previous high, so no thank you for me. And now the most interesting thing here is USDT dominance is testing right now the MA55 in 1-day chart. So as long this area is not broken, this is to the upside. This is to the upside. So the buy signal is right now is today? No, of course not. We have to wait maybe a couple of days, as I said before. When you see something like this, the slope, maybe 12 hour will work. Let me see. Yeah, maybe other 24 hours, maybe this week. As long USDT dominance is holding the MA55 here, you will see other leg up. Now, one of the ways how I could catch the bottom for Bitcoin is in this way. In weekly chart here, as you can see here, this is the major area of USDT. So when I see the sell signal here in USDT, there is a potential bottom for Bitcoin and macro or bull run. Not bull run, maybe uptrend. But as you can see here, every time when you see this kind of signals in weekly chart for this asset is when you see your major uptrends for Bitcoin. Now monthly, remember monthly in the long term, I mean this year, I'm not talking for tomorrow, I am speculating this asset is gonna do new actually we will see a new ATA for USDT dominance in some point this year. The reason for this is because we have a buy signal here, so even this asset could just come back all the way down to 3.50. That is going to be very good for Bitcoin, but in this bounce potentially we will see a breakout in this year. So well, okay, let's talk about other coins. CRO, 1-day chart. Okay, this is the thing I am looking for Bitcoin right now. Look at this coin. Any close today above the MA55, you will see potentially a spike all the way to 0.58 cents, 60 cents, around here. As a trader, risky? Yes, I will not trade this. No. If you are thinking to buy here in a spot, maybe you can do it if you manage your risk. If you can manage your risk properly. Yes, but in my case, this is not my way of trading. Always I buy when the price is dropping, not when the price is bouncing. So this is the risk is very easy to manage. If you want to trade this, as I said before, let me explain. I'm not. This is not the setup I am looking for, because it's the previous high, as you can see here. You need to wait for confirmation. But the way how I will trade this is like this. I will wait for this breakout here. I will wait for the rejection here. And this, when I see this rejection, I want to see MA55 holding this as support. And from here, I will enter again, and I can trade, maybe speculating, maybe higher prices. That is the way I will trade this asset right now. IMX, what is that? What time is it? Okay. Okay. 1-day chart. Okay, we don't have indicators here. I'm gonna use just price action. Okay, so okay, we have here the biggest area of volume. Okay, it's around $2 with 80 cents. This is very simple. If you see any close in 1 day chart, close below $1.75, 70 around there, you will see a full retrace all the way down to, sorry, all the way down around 2.40 around this area. It's not good, like the price is below the MA21, of course, but you want to see sideways here maybe for 1 week or two, and after that you will see a basement here. This asset is gonna form a basement here, and potentially you will see a other bounce from here. I would never trade this kind of asset because they are too young. Sorry, I don't have enough information. But when I see the asset like this with massive spikes like this, I don't like it, because that means they are very easy to manipulate. Okay, what is that? Polynex, I think. Let me see. Sorry, I cannot tell you something here. Oh, my God, 1 day chart is not something like. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you something here. I don't have data. Maybe in 4-hour chart. In 1 day chart, no. But in 4-hour chart, let me see. This is downtrend. Downtrend. As you can see here, you have the MA21. Every time when this asset is testing the MA21, rejection, 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 rejection. You see? So be careful with this, because when you see this kind of gaps here, it's because there is no volume. So this kind of asset, I don't know, I cannot tell you the basement. According to the volume profile, the lowest point you maybe is gonna around $80, but honestly I don't know, because I don't have data. Maybe after 1 week or two I can tell you more. Okay, so let's continue with other coins. Yeah, the Bitcoin dominance. I want to talk about Bitcoin dominance because, well, it's the same thing. Well, let's talk about weekly chart is bullish. I talked about this asset yesterday in weekly basis. And in 1 day chart, as you can see here, we have the sell signal. So, and we have this resistance right now here. So the pullback is coming here. And from there, maybe we will see other bounce in the basement here. The volatility is very low for this asset. It's like almost 1 year, I think. Almost, yeah, maybe in 3 months we will see 1 year of consolidation in the lows for this asset. It's gonna be very funny. Very funny to see this Bitcoin dominance expanding at some point. Okay, let me see. Uniswap. Okay, I think it's this one. Oh, okay, it's this one. Sorry, yeah. And now I have more information. Okay, same trade, same chart as Bitcoin, as many others, as you can see here. Breaking the MA55, bouncing here, now testing the MA55, and now to the moon, right? No, of course not. Same pattern for all the altcoins, as you can see here. We have here the biggest resistance around 0.05. So the maximum level you can see this asset is around this. And like I said before, you want to see trend reversal like this one. This asset must do exactly the same like this. Breaking, coming here, testing this area as new support, and from there, yeah, to the moon. So that is the same pattern. Okay, so you both here, technically speaking, you should start selling here. Now this is a downtrend. Yeah, this is a downtrend in 1 day chart. Let me see if I can tell you something in weekly chart. Weekly chart, yeah, MA21 tested, bounce here. I don't have more information here, but yeah, more information. I think just a bounce here. Let me see 1 day 4-hour chart if I can tell you something else. Various divergences here. Yeah, 0.05 is the, in short term, is the resistance. Yeah, so same area as MA55. Just careful with this kind of coins because the volume is very low. I know many people, they want to enter in this kind of coins because they can make a massive gains or profits because the volume is very low and they can be manipulated very easy, but at the same time they can crash super easy as well. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, 1 hour now, maybe other 5 minutes, and after that, I think I'm done for today. Let's talk about the total market cap for all the altcoins in general. Mhm. It's the same thing. You see, you see the same thing. Yeah, bounce from this area of support. The volume is clear, and now testing the MI55. Okay, so what's next? I explained the same pattern maybe around 6, 7 times. Mhm. So what's next? Okay, to the moon, right? Yeah, to the moon. Okay. Okay, so remember, guys, this channel is for education. I am a financial advisor. I am just sharing my experience in the markets, and I'm very happy. Thank you very much for all your support. Yeah, and let's see. I am not bearish on Bitcoin in the long term. One thing I wanna explain something, because some people, they were asking me last week, and I promised to them I will explain this again in the live stream. Okay, when you are trading any asset, stock, crypto, whatever you want to trade, the rule, my own rule, is I'm going to start from macro to micro. That means, first of all, I need to ask to myself, what kind of trader I am. I am swing trader. I am a scalper. I am investor. What is my plan? I want to buy cryptocurrencies for the next 2, 3 years or 5 years, or I want to make money tomorrow. It depends on your plan. So if you are looking, you're an investor, you're a swing trader. Talking about you buy right now and you sell in 1 month or 2 months, you are more like investor or swing trader. So there is a problem when we call bear markets on Bitcoin. Bear markets, actually, there is no bear market for Bitcoin. I know this concept is a little bit complicated, but in monthly chart, there is no bear market. Bear markets in monthly chart, not possible. Why? It's very simple. Using just the moving average, tell me the color. It's green, right? And the direction to the upside. So that means this is a very healthy uptrend. You see? And my short trade, I got stopped. I didn't lose anything. I was from 42,500 to 300, and with this small pump of Bitcoin, I got stopped. I will wait maybe today or tomorrow to start. If I see Bitcoin is not breaking MA55, I'm gonna enter in short again. So this is not a bear market. This is just a correction in a healthy uptrend. Let me explain. Bitcoin big bounce, MA55, bounce, MA55, bounce, and what now? In some point, we will see this testing MA55. That is my speculation. On Bitcoin, especially in Bitcoin, we are just waiting for the best price for buying Bitcoin. Yeah. So because as long the Bitcoin is in uptrend, doesn't matter if you bought at maybe $60,000, $50,000. The only difference is the time. Maybe in order to make more money for Bitcoin, you will have to wait maybe 1 year or 2 or 3, because it's monthly. But as long you don't sell, as long Bitcoin is in uptrend, you will not lose your trades. The reason is simple, because all the people, they bought in $20,000 and $14,000. In some point, they got wrecked for 80%. But if they didn't sell actually, and they know the market is to the upside in monthly, instead of selling, they are buying more here. Well, now all of them, they are in profit. The same thing for the people they bought in 60,000K. So in some point, I am expecting Bitcoin is gonna test the MA55. I am expecting that in this year. And from there, we will see potentially new highs. My long-term target for Bitcoin is 150K, or around 150K, around there, 150K in the long term, as long the monthly chart is respected. And sorry, the monthly trend is respected. And as you can see here, there is no bear market. The bear markets you call or you see in social media, they are just corrections in weekly chart, corrections for monthly, and bear markets in weekly. This is just a bear market in weekly, bear market in weekly, bear market in weekly, and potentially bear market in weekly here. So you see here in weekly chart, this all the correction you see here is because you can see the bear market in weekly chart when the ME55 is broken. ME55 is broken, ME55 is broken, and you will see the capitulation. Usually you see the capitulation. So in general, the thing I'm trying to tell you is, if you see ME55 broken in weekly chart like this with capitulation candle, is the golden zone. Yeah, because we know monthly is in uptrend. So any price below $30,000, any price below $30,000 here, this area, doesn't matter the price, for me is a buy. As investor, not trader, investor. Trader, of course, I want to buy the best price, right? I want to trade this short and long, right? And I'm using my skills as a trader not to catch the bottom, but catch the cheapest prices, the cheapest price of Bitcoin. I am not expecting to catch exactly the same, the last cent, the last dollar of Bitcoin, of course not. But using my skills as a trader, I want to. I will do my best to catch the cheapest price of Bitcoin. So in this right now, we are not. We are just waiting for the best price for Bitcoin. That's it, in monthly basis. Okay, so I think that's it. That's it, guys. About my short, and let me explain a little bit more in 4-hour chart. In 4-hour chart, I took a short position. The first one was here, actually here, yeah, and the second one was here, yeah, and Bitcoin was actually dumping here yesterday, and I protected my short with risk management. Sorry, here. My first one was a $41,700. The second one was a $42,000, 200, around there, and here, when I saw yesterday Bitcoin was a $41,000 $500, I just protected my entry. So if Bitcoin dumps from here, perfect, I am making money. But if Bitcoin is pumping right now like this, I don't lose anything. As I said before, it's about risk management. As I said before, I am expecting Bitcoin we will see a pullback soon. Just the only thing I am waiting is for 4-hour chart, the ADX getting negative. So here, let me explain here. When I see the ADX getting negative, I'm gonna start entering in short position again. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and thank you for all your support. And about the training programs, as I said before, please wait a little bit more. I'm going to launch my programs. I hope this week. I'm hoping this week. Okay. Well, thank you very much